Out on the open sea, where the horizon seems endless and the wind demands both respect and courage, leadership takes on a different meaning. It is not measured by title or lineage, but by the willingness to serve, to listen, and to endure. Princess Leonor's journey aboard the Juan Sebastián Elcano is a living testament to this truth that real leadership begins not in comfort, but in challenge. When most imagine royalty, they picture ceremony, grandeur, and the symbols of power. Yet Leonor's choice to train intensively at sea redefines that image entirely. Here, amid the discipline of naval life, she steps away from the privileges of her position and embraces the rigor of shared responsibility. She rises with her fellow cadets before dawn, works on deck under the same scorching sun, and faces the same unpredictable moods of the ocean. In this environment, titles fade. What remains is character. The essence of leadership through service lies in understanding that authority is earned through action and empathy. On the Juan Sebastián Elcano, Princess Leonor learns that leading is not about commanding others, but about sharing their burdens. Each task she performs, whether hoisting a sail, navigating the winds, or maintaining order on deck, teaches her the balance between strength and humility. She learns to listen to those with more experience, to adapt to the rhythm of teamwork, and to take initiative when it's needed most. These lessons are the foundation of servant leadership, where influence grows from respect and shared effort rather than hierarchy. Such training also strips away the illusion of invincibility. The sea is an unforgiving teacher. It demands resilience, patience, and cooperation. For a future queen, this experience becomes invaluable. It reminds her that leadership in the modern world cannot rely on authority alone. It requires authenticity, empathy, and the ability to connect with people on a human level. When Leonor navigates through storms or stands watch during the quiet hours of the night, she is not only learning about the sea, she is learning about herself, about endurance, responsibility, and the silent strength required to guide others through uncertainty. This form of leadership is particularly powerful because it aligns with the evolving expectations of monarchy in the 21st century. Citizens today look for leaders who serve, not rule, who understand the value of effort, not entitlement. By choosing this path of discipline and service, Princess Leonor signals a new era of royal example, one that blends tradition with humility and heritage with heart. Her experience at sea will shape her understanding of what it means to lead a nation, not from a throne, but from within the shared experiences of her people. Each challenge faced on deck, each wave conquered, becomes a lesson in empathy and perseverance, the kind of leadership that inspires trust and unity. And in that, Princess Leonor is not just learning to command a ship, she is learning to guide a generation. When the sails of the Juan Sebastián Elcano catch the wind, they carry more than a ship across the sea, they carry nearly a century of Spanish naval history, tradition, and pride. For Princess Leonor, standing on its deck is not merely an exercise in discipline. It is an encounter with the legacy of her nation and the responsibility that comes with it. In every knot tied, every order followed, and every sunrise witnessed over the horizon, she steps deeper into a lineage that binds past, present, and future. The Juan Sebastián Elcano is not just a training vessel, it is a floating monument to Spain's maritime heritage. Since its launch in 1927, it has been the cradle of generations of naval officers, a symbol of courage and exploration, and a reminder of Spain's enduring relationship with the sea. For the young princess, training aboard this historic ship connects her not only to the officers who have served before her, but also to the broader story of a nation shaped by discovery, resilience, and leadership. In many ways, this experience is a bridge, one that links royal tradition with modern service, and history with the promise of renewal. As the heir to the Spanish throne, Princess Leonor's participation in this demanding naval program reinforces the monarchy's role as both a guardian of tradition and an evolving institution. The royal family has long been a symbol of unity and continuity, standing above the tides of politics and time. By joining the ranks of cadets on this historic vessel, Leonor demonstrates that the values of dedication, honor, and loyalty remain as vital today as they were generations ago. Yet she also brings a new spirit, one of openness, equality, and connection with the people she will one day lead. Tradition, in its truest form, is not about repeating the past, but preserving its essence while adapting to the present. The princess's voyage aboard the Juan Sebastián Elcano captures this beautifully. She learns the same rituals, the same respect for discipline and teamwork that her predecessors once did, but she experiences them in a modern context, as a young woman stepping confidently into leadership in a changing world. Her training symbolizes how the Spanish monarchy continues to evolve, remaining relevant without losing the depth of its heritage. Every journey at sea is a metaphor for continuity, the idea that while the waters may change, the compass remains true. Princess Leonor's path mirrors this belief. Her time on the Juan Sebastián Elcano is not a break from her royal duties, but a reaffirmation of them, a tangible expression of commitment to the traditions that define Spain's identity. Through this voyage, she inherits not just a title, but a living legacy of courage, service, and unity values that have steered her country through centuries and will continue to guide it into the future. Out on the restless sea, there is no crown, no ceremony, and no comfort, only wind, waves, and willpower. It is in such an unforgiving environment that strength reveals its truest form. For Princess Leonor, her training aboard the Juan Sebastián Elcano is not just a journey across the ocean, but a journey into resilience itself. Every challenge she faces at sea, from the exhaustion of long watches to the unpredictability of storms, becomes a lesson in endurance, humility, and courage. Life at sea demands more than physical strength. It calls for emotional steadiness and mental clarity. The ocean tests patience and focus, and it humbles even the most confident individuals. For a young leader like Princess Leonor, these tests are invaluable. They strip away comfort and privilege, leaving only the essentials: discipline, teamwork, and self-reliance. In the rhythm of the waves and the strict order of naval life, she learns that leadership is not about commanding others from a distance, but about sharing their hardships and earning their respect through perseverance. The Juan Sebastián Elcano is a classroom unlike any other. Here, lessons are taught not through books, but through experience, when a sudden gust of wind forces the crew to react as one, or when exhaustion tempts one to give up, but the mission demands otherwise. In these moments, Princess Leonor learns what true strength looks like, the quiet determination to keep going when things grow difficult. This kind of resilience is not inherited, it is forged, and it is this strength and challenge that will define her character as a future queen. Such experiences also nurture empathy, an essential quality for any leader. When she faces fatigue, uncertainty, or fear alongside her crewmates, she gains a deeper understanding of the people she will one day serve. She learns to value every effort, every contribution, and every shared struggle. The hardships of the sea teach her that leadership requires not only authority, but compassion, the ability to connect with others through shared experience and respect for their resilience. The ocean is unpredictable, much like life itself. Storms can rise without warning, and calm waters can turn fierce in moments. Learning to navigate through such uncertainty prepares Princess Leonor for the challenges that await her on land, challenges of leadership, decision making, and responsibility. Each obstacle faced at sea becomes a metaphor for the trials of governance, to remain steady amid chaos, to make difficult choices, and to inspire confidence when circumstances seem overwhelming. Through this rigorous training, she discovers that strength is not about never falling, but about rising again with greater resolve. Her time aboard the Juan Sebastián Elcano will shape her into a leader who understands the true meaning of endurance, not as a test to survive, but as a path to wisdom, empathy, and unshakable inner strength.